get the most downloads, especially if, say, you feel a little bit foggy, right? Maybe you feel like you can't connect to your inner knowledge or intuition. You want to meditate. I just think 333. You want to meditate under the moon to literally clear your third eye chakra and your
Hola,
crown
hola.
chakra.
Happy Taco
You really
Tuesday.
resonate with the moon. You may have been born at night time. That's what I'm getting.
Got my ancestors here. Got the candlelight. You gotta love it. I'll slide that joint over here, actually.
I'm also getting that you like to come out at night, or you prefer to come out at night. You may even do like night shifts or work at night. Again, you're very much connected to the moon and the nighttime in general.
Make sure you follow the goddess energy. I just came across a little bit.
Because you are somebody that you're able to see.
I always have been fascinated by the moon ever since I was young. I used to stare out the window when the moon
In
came
the
out.
dark,
I love it.
basically. So that's a metaphor for basically you're able to see through what people are hiding. Right? That is why you're so connected to the moon, because you are comfortable in that type of energy. It's something that, again, it's a gift. Whatever you want to call it, there's so many different names. I just think 444. Like you could call yourself a psychic, you could call yourself a clairvoyant, you could call yourself whatever, right? But you have this gift where people cannot lie to you. I'm almost getting like you are. I'm not like I don't have the justice card here, but I'm getting that you represent also the justice card, where it's like you may if people lie to you, they may get like some type of karma.
Brought to you by
also
Sequence.
tend to balance things out. You also have the ability. You may be like a lawyer, a judge, a solicitor, a Libra, right?
Definitely Libra.
You may be one of those things, okay? Because again, like I do see this energy of like justice when it comes to you. I'm also getting that people tend to get some type of karma if they lie to you or they try to deceive you, right? So you are somebody that, again, you may even look very innocent, right? You may look like somebody that people don't really take seriously, but I am speaking to somebody that is very spiritually aligned and powerful, and like this is one of the most powerful energies like I've picked up on, right? But again, you may not look the part. So people may kind of misjudge you a lot. People may feel like it's easy to lie to you or manipulate you. They are soon mistaken. Okay? I'm also getting that you're somebody with this like
Confirmation. Thank you for your patience.
calmness, right? So you have this like calm energy to you. You have this peace to you. And
Let's get it
out.
out.
A lot of people, like they tend to like pick a fight with you or something. They tend to
They love doing that, don't they?
In the peace that you exude. I just think 707, and I'm getting like this really like the fact that you have this like peace to you no matter what. You are calm no matter what. That scares people, especially the people that try to trigger
Thank
you
your ancestors for this
or try to
technology.
get a
You blessed us
reaction out of you.
Took a note from you.
It's like nobody could really get you there.
If you know, you know.
Right? You are a very
Got a lighter
calm
cigarettes,
person.
right?
You also seem to be somebody that you are very confident in yourself because you know how protected you are spiritually. Right? To the point where you may even be scared when people cross you. Like I'm getting that like you just tend to have this protection around you that when people do try to betray you or hurt you, they go through some type of like instant karma.
Love you, baby. I'm about to be right back. 4:54 on the time stick. Perfect timing. 999. Completion. First and foremost, welcome back to another episode of Welcome to Zoe's Universe. All right, it's my new segment um, that I'm rolling with. It just comes off the tongue and off the soul so easily. I feel like Biggie Smalls because I have a story to tell y'all today. Yesterday was a wild one. Well, not wild, but like just peculiar. So let's just jump right into it. Um, I was resting most of the day, catching up on some downloads, of course, doing my Batman thing. It's early, so I'm being respectful. Let's see what time it is actually. Whew. It's 2:04 on my side of the planet. Whew. I just crushed some gummy bears. The Harbros. Yeah, if you know, you know. Even grown-ups and kids love them. So, Harbro. Yeah, I think that's how that saying goes. All right, so let's get into it. So I was chilling yesterday doing my thing. Then, well, actually, yeah, I don't need to give them all that. Doing my normal routine, then my neighbor knocks on my door once, but I didn't hear it. So I was watching All Seeing Oracle Isis. That's what it was. I was watching her live video after Oshun investigates, I believe. Sunny Divinity 007. I need to finish watching your videos, which you're all of you on point. And I forgot what that one girl with the red hair, Sedina, jukebox with Sedina or something. You're on point. All of y'all. Thank you all. But let's get back to it. And all my collective out there, if you know, you know. So I was watching All Seeing Oracle Isis live video. I hear like a soft knock on my door, and I thought it was in her video. I was waiting for her to turn around and look. So it sounded so soft. I was confused. I was like, "Is there someone at my door?" So I talked to myself. Right? So this is all going to make sense, believe me. So I said, "Is there someone at my door?" I just talked to me and my spirit team. And then I continued watching her video to see if she would do any body reaction to see if that was her husband or something knocking on the door, like he had groceries or something. But she never did that. So then a little bit later, I get another knock on the door. My TV's lower, and I hear it's my neighbor upstairs. And he said, "Hey, can I talk to you?" And I was in my drawers like I am now. So I was like, "Hold on, let me get my shorts." Got my shorts. I was a little hesitant, but I asked my spirit team, and he said it's safe to open the door. So I open the door. He comes in. He's pacing. He walks in my kitchen for some reason. I don't know why. And he comes back in my living room, and then he sits down and is like, I'm going to paraphrase this because I really don't remember everything he said. This is just for documentary purposes. But he said, I just want to make sure, just be straight with me. Are you a part of this? I said, a part of what? And he scuffed. I said, what are you talking about? He said, are you part of what's going on? There's just a lot of stuff going on that I just can't stand. Someone stole his prepaid phone from his apartment yesterday morning because basically my complex, they did the pavement, they were re-asphalted, bottom line. So I heard a lot of thumping in the AM. So I was having a great rest, like I've been having recently, right? Need your beauty sleep, right? So I heard boom, boom, boom. And my lady friend hit me up in the morning. I let her know too. I was like, hey, Grand Rising, I'm getting up out of my Garfield sleep because I'm hearing a lot of asphalt repaving. So I'm hitting you up, not to wake you up, but I was just thinking about it, right? Just to give her a Grand Rising. So I thought she had to work. Right. And he said his prepaid phone got stolen, but he left a camera in his hamster, and supposedly he captured the person that did it, and money was stolen. And this is the gentleman I told you about that I thought he hacked my phone a while ago, but then he called the cops and he said that the same activity was happening to him. Then the cop came down to my apartment, we talked, and he said, hey, boom, boom, boom. Just watch the previous videos. This is a long story of my life, right? So if you just joining in, I appreciate everybody joining in. But yeah, this is a long life story. So if you're scratching your head like, what are you talking about? This is my self-development spiritual journey. Ever since 2020, I've been highly focused on letting the world know exactly what I've been experiencing with my family, my life, me getting closer to God, Yeshua, Mother Tia, Mama Gaia, spiritual team, Galactic Federation, whole 9 yards, if you know, you know, and my ancestors, Egyptian, yada yada. Since I'm the second coming of Christ, I found that out due to Rashad Jamal in 2020 waking me up, amongst other influencers I was watching. But Rashad Jamal is the main one that made me realize I am a God, and we created everything. Boom, boom, boom. Follow him for more in-depth knowledge of how you can discover who you are. All right, you like that? Plug in. Free Rashad Jamal. He's coming home soon on some bullshit. Okay, do your research. Another chosen one. So ever since, oh, I didn't want to go back to that. So he said he captured the person that supposedly stole his cell phone, and he wanted to make sure I wasn't involved in that stuff. I was like, no, not at all. What are you talking about? I thought you were hacking my shit. He was like, no, no, man. There's all right. I know you're not involved. He said, I got it all filmed. I just came down here to let you know. I know you're not involved. And I'm looking at him, I was like, I've never been involved. You know what I'm saying? I have nothing to worry about. Shit. I got the officer's badge number. I got receipts to the point where I've been online telling you guys because I don't have a lot of hardcore evidence. It's just spiritual connection. My ancestors are telling me what's going on with such and such and such and such. Well, my ancestors told me to say Megan, the draconic priestess. I don't like bringing her name up, but she was involved with falsifying documents, taking my name off the will, um, marrying me supposedly so she can get my will, and just going along with my family saying that I'm crazy and I don't fit the mold and boom, 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 and I'm a druggie, and so they can go to the courts and say this is why he doesn't deserve the rightful heir. He's not the rightful heir of this inheritance, right? That my grandparents left me. Generational wealth, right? So that's what I told Ben earlier. I was like, hey man, he's like, well, you got to just make sure you record everything. And I know you're not a part of it. I was like, well, I don't have much evidence to that point. Meaning, like, I can't just go somewhere like, here it is. But I would have to show them the videos and my phone screenshots and yada yada, right? And then she divorced me, and so she could get alimony, and then she's supposedly married to another person or something like that, and now her significant other, if it's a female or not, if you don't know, or whatever, they're on vacation arguing because supposedly Megan was looking me up like she always does. And I hate telling the story. Trust me, you. Okay, but this is just to let people know I ain't bullshitting. And all these lies was coming from her and her witch covenant and fake Christians and the groups and doing witch magic, trying to get me killed, cyberbullying, identity theft, false conveyorship, life insurance scam. I mean, everything I'm fucking finding out is fucking crazy. Money offshore accounts. I mean, people get sacrificed left or age crazy. Let's get back to the 1333 on the time steer, all right? So let's get back to the Biggie Small story that I experienced yesterday. That was just good old plugins. All right, that was my chair. I didn't bust cheeks this time, I promise you. So Ben said, I just know you're not a part of it. I was like, so tell me, what's up? What else is up? He was like, well, there's a Spanish couple next door that was shaking my doorknob 2 a.m. trying to get in, and I told them they could come in, and on my mind, I was like, why are you gonna let someone randomly just after you hear your doorknob shake say, come on in? But supposedly he knew it was a Spanish couple that just moved upstairs. He was basically saying, yeah, he was like, I seen you speak to this. I seen you speak to the Spanish guy. And he's saying your name, and his girlfriend is saying, oh, Alonzo gave me a package, and he's moving soon. I was like, what, Alonzo? A package? I never met this guy. What packages? I would love to see the packages with my fingerprints on them. What the fuck are you talking about? Because I'm just as bewildered as you guys are. All right, trust me. That's how random this story was. We see he communicates a little differently like we all do, okay? Because the officer said that he thinks he was a little out of his mind. But I don't like saying that to nobody. Well, between you and I think the boy's a little cray-cray, all right? But that's just between you and I. He said, shit, I don't think no cray-cray. I think no cray-cray. but he got himself there. And he can make a conversation a little coherent. We got each other, but we. So bottom line, all right? That's just between you and us. And you better not tell nobody besides these millions of people. Don't you tell anybody else. Shit. Oh, great. I didn't say that out loud, did I? I thought I was thinking that out loud. Ain't that a bitch? So he said that the couple upstairs was saying my name and shit. And I was like, Spanish couple. Maybe they know another Alonzo. It's just a Seinfeld moment. Maybe they're saying, but I am moving soon. So what the hell are they knowing and how did they know that unless it is some inside job? And then he was like, oh, I saw the property manager, Lon, inside your house. I heard him when I knocked on your door the first time saying somebody was at your door. I was like, Lon was never at my house today. I promise you that. We can call him right now, which I did. I said, hey, Lon, were you at my house today? He was like, no. I said, were you in my apartment at all? No. I know that's the same question twice. Or did we talk today at all? He's like, no. So he was on speaker, and then Ben was talking to him. He was like, oh, well, yeah, I'm just tired of all this shit, man. These people stole stuff upstairs, my prepaid phone, and boom, boom, boom. And then Lon was listening. He's like, who is this talking? And I said, that's Ben, the next door, the neighbor upstairs. And then he was listening, and I really can't remember what else Lon said. Besides, towards the end of the conversation, when he hung up, he's like, all right, just have a good night. And hung up after Ben was explaining what he's been going through, just to sum up the story. So I'm thinking the whole time, I was like, the Spanish guy's like, so show me the audio. Oh, my phone's upstairs. I was like, I want to hear this evidence. You know what I'm saying? I want to hear what the hell's going on. You see, he wouldn't tell me. He's like, I'm not telling you who it is. I was like, why the hell you? It was like back and forth. He told me it was a Spanish guy, and then he said, I'm not telling you who it is. Since he had his phone in the hamper that was recording, he's like, I just know it's not you. They're all a part of this. And I was like, who? The building manager? Who? Barber? The landlord? Who? He's like, everybody's involved. I just know you're not involved. So I'm like, what the fuck? So to wrap up that story, one, I'm scratching my head. He goes upstairs. And I'm sitting there praying. I was like, all right, ancestors, reveal what the fuck's going on. Because this is some weird shit. Is it? Is he fucking with me? Because he was recording. He's like, I'm recording everything now, man, because I got to. Just record everything, so I'm even recording this conversation. So when you said that, I took a note of that. I was like, okay. So was this a setup to see if since you and I had an interaction a few weeks ago and I yelled at you and I said I was going to beat your ass if you don't like it, come downstairs and I'll let you know exactly what I said to you about the things. And then my neighbor, Beth, the one that got evicted, yeah. She's like, Zell. And then after she said Zoe, I started turning from green down to brown again. I was like, and God was like, don't do it. We got this. So I said, I'm sorry, Ben. I didn't mean to yell at you. And I just going through a lot of shit too. And I thought you were hacking me and I thought you were antagonizing me. Every time I see you say, hey, my phone's hacked. I was like, you already told me this 15 times. So forgive me, Ben. I'm not going to, do that again. So what was I saying that for? So maybe that's what it was. Thank you, Spirit Team. So I thought he was maybe he was trying to set me up to get me agitated again to do something that he has on film so I can get in trouble. He's like, I just don't want to just do anything to I don't want this to go any further. I just want to make sure you're not a part of this. I was like, what do you mean any further? I'm not a part of any of it. He's like, well, I heard the neighbor next door saying your name, that I gave you a package, this and this. And I was like, what package? Who are you talking about? And I was like, oh, you talking about the Spanish lady that I saw come down my patio. She picked up a shirt that supposedly dropped from upstairs. And then she said, we were talking through this. I had my blinds open. Slow down. I had my blinds open, slide glass. I can see a woman that was pregnant with a boy with glasses holding a pizza. And then I was watching TV and I looked over and I saw somebody picking up something and she showed me the shirt because she saw me sitting in my chair. She was like, oh, I'm your neighbor upstairs. I dropped this from upstairs. I was like, oh, how you doing? And I had this window open too and I have my Batman in the window. She's like, I like your Batman, by the way. I was like, yeah, that's cool. I'm a Batman fan. And then after I said that, I was like, obviously she knows I'm a Batman fan. Sometimes I'm awkward when I talk to humans, right? She was like, yeah, I'm a Batman fan. And then she walked away like, why the hell did I say that? Obviously, I'm a Batman fan. This big ass Batman raising his fucking fist like the Black Panthers, right? Obvious. So I put two and two together yesterday. I was like, oh, he must be talking about that person. He's like, yeah, the girl that had the boy, right? I was like, okay, well, obviously you've seen the guy before, or you've seen them before. So obviously that's the people that live next to him. And then he was saying, I've seen you knock on their door before. I was like, in my mind, I was like, you're sounding like very convicted, like you see me, you got evidence of me knocking. So I have no recollection of knocking on anyone's door up here besides yours when I asked your mom to take me down to the dispensary like 2 months ago for weed, and you told me no, she wasn't through the door. And he was like, oh, okay, well, I thought I seen you talking to him though. I was like, talking to who? He's like, Spanish guy. And I was like, I'm trying to recollect when I have talked to him. And then vaguely I remember talking to some Spanish guy coming downstairs one day, and I think he had some equipment or something. And I said, hi, how you doing? But that was just here and there, and I just dismissed it. So when he was all like attempting to accuse me earlier, saying, "Oh, I seen you talk to these people," I was like, "Dog," I had to calm down a few times. Like, "I trust me, dog. Slow down. I don't know who the fuck you're talking about." And then he was rolling his eyes like I had something to do with it. And then he finally calmed down and said, "All right, I know you had nothing to do with it. I know the story, guys. Thank you for following along." This is how I felt. Okay, so now you get to experience what I felt. But the people on the Truman Show that's already seen it, it ain't nothing new to you if that's still happening. All right, you know. So I had to experience that neck scratcher. So I was like, okay, boom. Then I was sitting here by myself, asked my ancestors praying, and then some told me to go upstairs and ask for that phone. I was like, all right, now I need to hear the evidence. I need to hear this audio or something. I need to see what's going on. So I don't, when something happens, I'm on it like Sherlock Holmes until it's solved. So I knocked on his door. He said, "Who's that?" I said, "Oh, I need to hear that phone." He said, "All right, cool." He came out, grabbed the keys from his apartment, obviously, and started walking downstairs. Then we walked outside, and then he started smoking a cigarette. And I thought he was gonna go get the phone from the car or something. I said, "So where's the audio? What's up?" And then he said, "Oh, I deleted the audio." And I was like, "You deleted the audio with your neighbor saying my neighbor's my name?" He's like, "He wasn't saying Alonzo, he was saying Zoe. Zoe gave me the package, and this girl said something about a package." And I was reiterating what he said. He's like, "No, they didn't say it like you gave a package. It was just they said your name Zoe and something about a package." I said, "So that's what you recorded and you deleted it?" He's like, "Yeah." And then I said, "So what's up with the footage you had in your hamster? I want to hear that." He's like, "Nah, I can't show that to you, man. I told my mom not to even tell nobody." And I'm like, that's kind of weird. Why won't you let me listen to it? I'm in the apartment too. I told you last year someone tried to break in my apartment, and I had to get when I went down the street to go shopping for food, and I had to get my next door neighbor that happens to be a property manager to basically break in to change the locks because he does that work. So I was like, if I'm in some type of danger, let me know what's up too. And he wouldn't reveal that information. He just said, "I just recorded, it'll be all good." And I was like, that's for you. You think it's all good? The fuck? You ain't gonna show that to me? But he said, he just recorded everything, man. You know who it is? That's his truck outside. And I was, if you want to talk to him and ask him, you can. But just be careful because he may try to do something. In my mind, I said, he ain't gonna do shit. And I told him out loud, I was like, ain't nothing happened to me. So I'm gonna pray first, but if I see him, I'm gonna ask him. I'm like, hey, I talked to the neighbor upstairs, and he said that he heard you through the screen door that you keep open, talking about me a few different times, and you're saying that you heard that I'm about to move, yada yada. What's going on with that? Have you said my name? And yada, whatever. I'll ask him the proper questions to put this little fucking fuckery together. But that's what I went through, and that's just for documentation purposes. And now you know what I know. But another little, because this is what I'm thinking too, because I'm Zox Mulder. I was thinking about it earlier. I was like, what if, all right, it's like the Marvel Universe, what if that he was involved in the hacking, and now since everything's crumbling, everybody's, there's no honor amongst thieves, now they're attacking him because they got to sacrifice somebody since he couldn't get me. That is what I was thinking also, but it could be a stretch. But my brain has to come up with something logical. I was like, that could be it too. But earlier, when I was talking to my boy outside, I saw two cops walk away from our building. And then I told him, I was like, oh shit, that must be the cops, because Ben did tell me that he called the cops again. I was like, well, call the cops. You got the evidence, shit. He's like, so you with me? I was like, yeah, I'm with you. If you're telling me that you're not part of it, obviously you're calling the cops. It's 2444, the timestamp. Awesome. If you know, you know. Then of course I'm with you. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I ain't trying to have nobody fuck around here because I felt like I feel like I'm getting targeted every damn day. And I thought you were a part of it too. He was like, well, I'm not a part of it. I'm getting hacked. I already called the cops. I was like, all right, well, you are calling the cops. So, and I've seen them here and they've questioned me before. And I just saw two walk away when I was outside. And then I was thinking of a Seinfeld moment too. I was like, man, I hope they didn't knock on my door when I was outside. And I didn't answer. It's like, oh, you didn't answer. And whatever. You know what I mean? They're thinking like I'm guilty. It's like, you didn't answer. Why is he ducking? You know what I mean? I was like, I wasn't Donald Duck, and I just happened to go outside to meet my boy. So that's perfect Larry David scenario, right? So I did see him walk off. When I get up at my grand rising, and God grants me so, and I'll knock on the door and say, hey, I saw the two cops come. What happened? And then I'll find out if he had them come down to ask me questions, and I missed that questionnaire or whatever. So I ain't trying to miss shit, really. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get this shit solved ASAP. But I also understand there's a lot of moving pieces, so God and my ancestors are getting it done properly. So I appreciate all seeing Oracle Isis, how you broke down and gave me that confirmation. It makes a lot of sense. Why everything is taking the time it is. Maji, I got the tea. Maji got the tea. I seen some of your video too. I love your blue dress. You better cover up. Your titties almost flopped out a few times. Look like some blueberry pancakes. Why did I just say that so freely? That joint was just like right off the tongue. Like blueberry pancake. Love it or leave it or love it. I mean, shit, you already know I'm just no filter in this bitch too. That's another show, but we don't bite our tongue. We just say what's flowing off our soul respectfully in a teaching manner. Sometimes just a hornball manner because I'm still a hornball. I'm working on that, but I'm a very respectful hornball. If that makes sense. Now, bunny face. I mean, I don't disrespect women. You would never hear me disrespecting women. And if I happen to do that, I will apologize immediately if I find myself in my context. Like, actually, that was kind of disrespectful. So that got a little wrong. But yeah, I apologize. I own up to mine if I catch you. So ain't no shame in my game. I don't need the front for y'all. And for the concerned fans, just because I took a Garfield day off, all right, I'm not nervous. Didn't lose any of my power. Nobody's victorious over me. My crown's always here. Hence, you guys are always doing your stories off me and still getting paid without saying my name. So trust me, I love sometimes debating. Like you just want to see the cat back in the arena, some Russell Crowe shit. Are you not entertained? The 360 panoramic view and shit. But yeah, you ain't gonna get that all the time. Those were the easy ways to get me back in the day. If you would say some bullshit like that, I would put on my armor and jump right in the arena and prove myself. Like, hey, guys, y'all knew that, so y'all kept on pressing that red button like Ren and Stimpy on purpose. So that was cute. All right, that was cute. I learned that about myself. I ain't tap dancing for nobody just because y'all hit the red button with that Stan Lee language and shit. Yeah, if you know, you know. That enticing language, all right? That's basically what it is. You read a Stan Lee comic book, and that shit gets you enticed. From the legendary land of Starlander, where only 3 planets exist, and it's mostly dark all through the region. You pulled in immediately, like, shit, I better read page 2. What's on that bit? You anxious, like you read through a Playboy song. Sticky pages. Shit. Oh shit. That was a busting cheeks. All right, that was crazy. The chipmunk just ran past here. Busted cheeks. Terrible. Smells like a basket of fish fillets. The realest show ever. Yeah, but the Tim Burton slide that off the screen. Immediately forget some Jedi wave shit. These are not the droids you're looking for. I gotta give props to that Joker guy, man. Yo, for real, you embody Heath Ledger like enormously. And you have a kid too, so happy belated Father's Day. I thought about that the other day. I was like, oh man, I saw your kid in the back seat talking big shit about that fucking McDonald's meal. He's like, I want a new toy. I want McDonald's now. Shut the fuck up. Stop talking. And you and your son is just perfect synchronicity and comedic value. And when you're at that festival with that guy singing, I forgot the song. I'm not even gonna do it justice. But just in the middle of the Joker or something. I forgot the song, but it was perfect. And yeah, like follow him. I'm not even gonna do it. I can't do the Joker voice like you do it. You own that. Okay, you literally embody that man. And every time I see you in that joint that licks, man, like all that shit, the voice, the cadence, the makeup, it's. I need to meet you in real life, brother. We gotta paint the town red. I mean, damn, we do, son. So that's gonna happen. If your son is as funny as he is in that one video, that's gonna be a wrap. You raising a genius, man. That's perfect. And if you embody that character daily, where you can go out and have any different outfit, but your face is still painted, yeah, that is some courage and balls right there. That alone, and you dropping gems. So you're not just painted up and just masquerading like you on the Hollywood stars and shit, whatever that is. Nah, dog, you are dropping gems and you are teaching people about the theory of chaos and what's really happening and how this world is really a video game, but you still can't. You struggle to buy food, all that shit. It's The Sims. So like my lady friend, she loves Sims. Very proud. I love that game too. I never really played it. I just watched people play it and build their own cities and shit. Phenomenal. Um, but yeah, I had to give you props and pay homage, dog. That shit was priceless. Priceless. I never thought I would see another Heath Ledger after he transitioned, you know what I'm saying? And just like Paul Walker, you know what I mean? And I saw him and Tyrese. I saw Paul Walker's brother in Tyrese in a recent interview. And Tyrese is lunch. Security, I got him safely in the car. The package is secure. When they're attempting to ask him questions, is Paul Walker's brother going to replace Paul Walker in the new Fast and Furious? And then Tyrese is ingenious and cut the question short and got his brother in the car. His brother was going to answer. He knew he was going to answer. He was too excited. So Tyrese saw that shit, body language king, and pushed his ass in the car. But some reason, them reporters were foamy mouth like, so are you going to do a Fast and Furious 28? Are you going to replace Paul Walker? And his brother's like, and Tyrese like, get your ass in the car before you say any more. That was subtitle. Subtext. She was lovely. I think I'm gonna wrap it up. I don't really have much more to say. Oh, Ramming Beats, keep on making them nasty beats, all right? And music is my second language. It may be my first language, honestly, on some real shit. But it's yeah, man. It's very therapeutic, and I love talking spiritual shit on that joint. And just exercising my art, you know what I mean? Because I know my art invokes people. Some people's like, that's trash. And I laugh. I was like, yep, I did my job. Somebody's like, that's not what you're supposed to know. Art evokes emotion. So whatever emotion comes out when you see my shit, you paying attention, you giving energy to it, right? You feed me that. You making me more powerful. Yeah, everybody talking big shit. You just making me powerful. You make my dick a little bit bigger. So this is little bits. All right. Now we carpet scratchers. I never thought it would be today. If you know, you know. Carpet scratchers. Anyway, every time we walk, we scratch the carpets. Oh my god. Just telling you guys the truth. Don't even worry about it. Yeah, well, what a peculiar Biggie Small story, right? Some people may believe it, some people may not. But that is my life daily. So we gotta stay cheerful. We gotta keep our inner child alive and get comfortable with this environment, right? Sometimes my inner child runs back in my chest like a Freddy Krueger demon. What? And I look around, like, okay, I got you. Stay safe over there for a couple hours. I'm gonna take care of these cats. Safety come out, you go, Guts. Straight. Wipe off them tears. I told you I got you. Grab that Xbox remote and just play a few games and shit. I ain't gonna talk to the other child sometimes with that. Hey, Lord. I'll leave it. See the one. But I hope you guys enjoy your Taco Tuesday. Wawa got some tacos. If you know about Wawa, Wawa got everything good in that bitch. Even the dust bunnies are good. Dust bunnies. Ask the janitors. That's terrible. Wawa don't treat their employees like Amazon used to. I don't know if Amazon improved. You remember, Collective, when we started hearing about the Amazon employees getting super salty at Jeff Bezos, treating them like some fucking slaves? Not funny, it's hysterical. Someone with that much money should not be treating their employees like some shit. So I was basically painting a picture that Wawa don't allow their janitors to eat, so the dust bunnies is the only thing they can eat during their shifts, their graveyard shifts, and even the dust bunnies are good. That's how Wawa is so dank, all right? That's how good Wawa is. All right, that's some dark humor for you. The dust bunnies. Yeah, people that say that haven't cleaned a day in their life, they probably got maids and shit, or they living filth. They don't even know what dust bunnies are. They thought they were pillows and shit. Oh, nature's creating pillows in our kitchen. Some filthy ass fucking rug rat. You know, there's people out there. I've seen the show Hoarders, and I was like, God damn, man. I thought I was hoarding. God damn, I'm nowhere near that shit. That's a baby J's. Like, shit. Y'all don't know about the show Hoarders? Check that shit. Make you think twice about keeping an object for too long. Found people buried beneath their own shit. That ain't no joke either. So be careful, you some hoarder hunters. Oh my God, look at all this shit, it's treasures. You may find a few bodies under that. Shit. Hope I didn't say that out loud. But I love you guys. It's 3646. If you know, you know. That's all sevens across the B. Sevens or tens. Hey, either or, my friends. Enjoy. Be safe. Be yourself. You know my motto is be you, do you, stay authentic, like Popeye with the spinach, and you gravy McGiddies. McGiddies don't rhyme with spinach. I was about to say the Greenwich. So I lost a few points. The scorecard judges was kind of disappointed with my rebuttal too. Like, come on, man, you could have ended strong with that. You get a 6.5 across the board. So I yucked at times too. I own up. I own up to that bitch. You cats will make excuses until you die. I never did that. Even though my fingerprints is on the blade, that ain't me. That was AI fingerprints. Everybody blame everything on AI. It was AI. Get caught cheating. That was an AI. Politician on stage. It was AI. Watch that shit start picking up. I promise you. But I am the algorithm, so I should be surprised. I should be flattered, right? That's what MJ's told me once. We were watching Wonder Man. I was like, man, what would you feel if you knew everything you watched was about you? He's like, I don't feel flattered. As soon as he said that, I knew he was guilty. I'll drop the microphone on that. I love you, cats. And stay authentic, my friend. And ain't nothing better than being authentic and being chosen by God. It's shit. But it's a journey. You got a lot of Job stories you'll be telling your kids. Man, there was a time I didn't have shit. No supporters. Nobody. Everybody hated me. Said I was a prostitute. I was married to this bitch that I'd never even fucking seen in my life physically. I've seen her on the internet. I never even met this person. They said I was married. They said I was a gigolo. They said I do favors for rich folks. He said I killed. He said I'm a drug addict. He said I'm a crackhead. That's the same thing in it. Just listen to the bullet points. Then they said I did that. What is that? Then they said I did this. What is this? Then they said I did that. Then this. What is this and that? It's crazy, isn't it? Baby J's. So, and we still made it. Been poisoned, fucking shot at. Almost fell off a mountaintop. Shit, fell out of a tree, had to swim back in my body and shit, resurrected that way. And then I died on the mushroom drink, resurrected again out of Dante's Inferno because I prayed to Baby J's. Shit, otherwise I'll still be that bitch. And all these little rats would have been celebrating my fucking inheritance. Oh, we got him. A little seven door bop dance off a tree trunk. Fuck that shit. I ain't having nobody shoulder bopping off my demise. No C. Baby G's. Yeah, that's a long goodbye, isn't it? I don't even want to let you go. No, but I'm going to. Yeah, please. We need more energy. I need to take more cliff notes. Well, your time is short lived, guys. And you know who I'm talking to. That's the devils. That's the ones that's fucking with everybody's innocent lives on purpose just to get a few kicks and a few rubs. Some people's getting caught with my picture between their legs. Oh my god. That's just, makes me kind of want to rub one out knowing how fucking well loved I am. To the obsessive level. That's kind of foul. On people taking screenshots and rubbing these beans to me. When them thoughts into my cranium, it's funny. I just never thought it'd be to that level. I guess I did, but I don't know. When it actually starts happening, it's a different feeling. It's different.
Forgetting that things go backwards for that, right? So it's like
Follow goddess energy, all right? 40,
hope
45.
that people don't lie to you, hurt you, because again, you know what's coming for them. The thing is about you is like you really wish that I'm getting that like you understand how powerful your spirit guides are, but I'm getting that like to the point where it's like you wish people wouldn't cross you. But again, like you are surrounded by drama, people trying to lie to you, people trying to cross you. Like you tend to attract that a lot. It's nothing that you're doing, okay? I want to make that very clear when I say that you're attracting that. It's not like a manifestation thing or a law of attraction thing. Like you're attracting that because of your energy. You're attracting that because it's like people that say, you come across a person and they're used to like lying their way out of things, or they may even gaslight people
That's like
to always
shit
be
out
in
by
their
it.
life. They may victimize themselves. They may lie, and to the point where their lies like kind of hurt people. Those types of people cross your path because you are somebody that no matter who's trying to lie to you, no matter what tactic they bring out, they cannot affect you. It is 212 on my actual clock.
Love you.
I also
Love you. I gotta say this. It's 42:12 on the timestamp. Seven's off. Cross. I love it. First, I'm gonna read this from Psalm 136. Oh, give thanks to the Lord, for He is good, for His mercy endures forever. Oh, give thanks to God of gods, for His mercy endures forever. Oh, give thanks to the Lord of lords, for His mercy endures forever. To Him who alone does great wonders, for His mercy endures forever. To Him who by wisdom made the heavens, for His mercy endures forever. Forever. To Him who laid out the earth above the waters, for His mercy endures forever. To Him who made great lights, for His mercy endures forever. To the sun to rule by day, for His mercy endures forever. The moon, the moon and stars to rule by night, for His mercy endures forever. To Him who struck Egypt in their firstborn, for His mercy endures forever, and brought out Israel from among them, for His mercy endures forever. With a strong hand and with great and outstretched arm, with an outstretched arm, for His mercy endures forever. These are the words I underlined. So it's a little difficult sometimes. To Him who divided the Red Sea in two, for His mercy endures forever. We'll read that again. To Him who divided the Red Sea in two, for His mercy endures forever. And made Israel pass through the midst of it, for His mercy endures forever. Psalm 136. And we'll end on this note so you guys can think on this. This is food for thought. No shade, you know me. I'm just straight to the point. I was watching your moon. I was watching your moon. I was watching your video, Moon. I was 44:16. And it clicked. You and I know who you're reading for, right? And sometimes the roles have been reversed. So you've been through some shit yourself. But imagine
you've been through the same shit I've been through. And I was in your position. And I'm not being petty Pete here. I know we can laugh. Okay? I'm not saying no one can laugh. But when you were saying she's dancing around my energy and making money, and you gave an analogy, she's going up and enjoying it, and she's going to crash hard. I got out of my feelings because everything I'm hearing I must feel so I can transmute it properly. Then I saw an image from God showing me exactly how the plan is going to play out and exactly why it did play out. And I was reading a lot of the Bible earlier, the Action Bible, that had illustrations in it talking about Abraham. That was his name was turned later into Abraham, the father of many nations, and his wife Sarah, the princess of many nations, I believe. Don't quote me, but I saw a lot of those illustrations, so I saw. I'm being redundant. So by reading those illustrations and seeing the vision I had earlier, I know God's even greater than I at times give God credit for. I just had a biblical vision of why everything's happening. And then I was listening to your presentation, Moon, of how you were doing the video, and I was insulted at times because I'm like, damn, you know who I am. And a lot of the collective can end even though everything is ordained the way it's supposed to be, which I know people love to hear that to give themselves an excuse to not have an accountability, but I'm just saying it's all supposed to be like this so I can learn who I am and make myself more powerful. But in my head at times, the logical brain, it says if I was you guys, I would have said the culprit's name so many times to end someone I really, from my standpoint, I really care about, that I don't want to see get tortured and humiliated and abused anymore. For a human's sake, I want that person to thrive as best as possible and not withhold information I know and blend it behind tarot card readings so I can eat daily and pay my rent while I know the collective is going through hell at times. I just don't want to say it. Maybe you're scared of saying the name of the people. Maybe you don't want any attachment, but you have attachment by providing my story. And I had to sit there and laugh and said, okay, Zoe, let's just act like this story is not about me and this is really about someone else out there. Then I had to bring up, then I had to remind myself of, oh man, Society Secrets, I believe, the bald gentleman that does the videos all the time. He's always laughing. I love that dude. Forgive me if I butchered your name of your channel. You reminded me I'm not the dreamer or the dream. I'm where the dream comes from. I'm consciousness, immortality, or I'm working my way there because I at times associate myself with the past and I want opposition. I'm programmed, like my ego is keeping me in my thoughts and so forth. And I understand that, and I'm working to get to the place you're talking to. And I was about to say in the comments, help me. And then I stopped myself from saying that because you said I am me in a different guise through you telling me what I need to know to remember and waking up. So that's what's so ill about it. It's a lot to take in. So it's like, it's a lot. And it is getting longer, but I'll say it. And then at times I get scared because I believe I already know the answer, that I am the universe. I know I'm the universe because when I took that drink that night, I saw myself in the cosmos, holding the timelines like Loki shit, getting bored, asking God to send me down here in human experience. And then when I was still in that state looking at the TV, I think I was watching Britney's Cosmic YP, and I was on the outside of YouTube, so I had different boxes of people that I've watched and recommended channels. And I saw everyone differently. They're just moving slow. It just looked like robots, and it just kept on giving me a feeling of these people I'm seeing is just all a reflection of myself, and I'm literally am alone, and that's what terrified me. I was like, man, this shit, fuck, it's not like, am I really alone? And these people are just fragments of my imagination. You know what I'm saying? Like, and when I say that out loud, I'm like, damn, that's probably what it is. And I have to accept that, but I know there's angels and stuff out here as well. And I shouldn't say the word alone, but that's what first came to mind when I had that vision. Then I saw, when God told me to open my eyes, I saw everything in grid line, like this is a simulation. It shocked me even more. I was like, damn, this is really what it fucking is. It's some Neo taking a red pill shit. And then I grabbed my bat and I was about to break through the mirror and shit to escape it. It was like that real. But yada yada, you know that story is way back. Well, it's not way back. It's from last year. I explained my adventure when I took that drink. My adventure through Dante's Inferno. So at times it's like, man, if the collective collectively just said what it really is, because we all know what the fuck it is, then this shit would have been ended so much faster. It would have. It was like there's nowhere to run. Imagine you go into every station and you hear the name. Oh my God, it must be Megan. You know what I'm saying? Right? It's just that simple. It's just like, but you know, I'm the Demon Slayer, John Constantine, John Wick, yada yada. It's just, it's I surrendered. I gave my burdens to God, but there was a point where I just very disappointed. I was like, man, y'all just playing me and shit. Y'all playing to get money daily off my story when you know you can end it just as fast. Like, if it was your own child, you wouldn't be playing these games. You know what I'm saying? It's like, don't even play stupid. It's like, y'all wouldn't be playing these games with your own daughter or son that make money daily. You would say exactly who the fuck it is. You know who's behind what. All right, but I'll end it on that because that's some real shit. It's like if y'all really fucking care, everything's in God's hands anyways now. So I'm not. Y'all do what you do, continue doing what you do, but it's like I'm doing what I got to do. Just know that. But that's the perfect analogy. Imagine if it was your own kids. What the fuck would you do? Would you be out here doing YouTube content? Would you be out here fucking using the YouTube platform to actually get justice, and not just for your entertainment purposes? Yeah, think on that. But I still love you. We had a great time on this episode. I know we did. All right. I don't want y'all to be all butthurt now. But if the shoe fits, it fits. Thank God I didn't let my left shoulder make that. If the shoe fits, rhyme. If you know, you don't need to be out here saying anything extra. We already hurt enough souls as it is. Just because I'm being me. Mushroom cats. Mario Brothers mushroom right there. All right, it was 52:38. If you know, you know. I love it. It's still sevens, right? I think sevens is radiating all through the video. Tell me if you guys see some orbs. Feel free to comment below and tell me how much you loved it or hated it. I love either or. What you got? Feel free to subscribe, share the video, cash at me, Venmo me. Everything's in my bio. If you know, you know. If you want support. That would just be more me knowing, my ancestors knowing who we really going to truly embrace. Because we're not bringing any reporters along. I'm only bringing the true collective. So ask yourself, are you a reporter or are you a collective? Thank you, Spirit Team. That was great. Love, yes, and happy taco.